Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. How are you all doing this evening or wherever you're watching it from? Hope you're having a good day anyway. So, Naby Keita finally in a Liverpool kit. I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited. I've been waiting for this time, for this moment for ages. It feels forever anyway. Thank you for joining me. Anyone that's joining me in a live stream. It's going to be a very laid back one. I wanted to do a live stream later in the day so that I can actually speak to you guys tonight. We're chill a little bit. We're talking about Naby Keita coming to Liverpool. We're talking about how good it is to finally see him in the kit. What he'll bring to Liverpool next season. I want to get what you guys are thinking about it. Hey, back in the kitchen, says Rainy Days. We're back in the kitchen, guys. We are back in the kitchen. And also, Chris Bascom says that Liverpool have signed Bobby Duncan, the 17-year-old striker from Man City. So we'll talk a bit about that. Welcome to the stream, everyone. As always, if you're not able to join me in the live stream and you're watching a replay back, thank you for doing so. As always, leave a comment down below if there's something you want to ask me or you just want to leave your opinions on what we spoke about. The comment section is down there. Leave a comment. Right, love it, says Alex, again in the kitchen. We're back, guys, we're back. Hopefully you've all had a wicked day anyway. Germany out of the World Cup. Oh, big dogs out of it. Apparently they was absolutely crap. You guys know by now I haven't had time to watch a World Cup much, but however I did watch a Brazil game. I'm not too impressed with Alisson from what I saw from that game. So we'll talk a bit about Alisson as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Yes, so Chris Bascom says Liverpool have signed Bobby Duncan, Steven Gerrard's cousin. Not a bad gene pool to be signing from, if you want to put it that way. Don't know too much about this lad myself, but what I've heard is that he's very talented. Apparently he got a call up even though he didn't play football for a year, so that apparently shows you how good this youngster is. He's highly rated, meant to be a very good player. Apparently Liverpool beat a lot of teams to him as well. So this is good. This is definitely a player for the future. We've seen as well with the likes of Danny Ings at the moment on the way out. Brewster signing a professional contract. This lad's only just turned 17. So he's not someone that's going to be looking to get into the first team just yet, I don't think anyway. But if he's that good, then surely it won't be too long until we start seeing him break in. But at the moment, you've got the likes of Brewster to break into the team. You've got Harry Wilson being given a shot and Divock Origi as well. Apparently, as these guys have all got pre-season to start to prove their worth. So, this lad is going to come in. He'll play for the youth setup. And hopefully we'll see a progression for him as well. But let me know what you guys are making of him joining for Liverpool as well. There's a lot of you guys that have been sending me stuff about Son and other rumours, so we can talk about this as well in this live stream. Like I said, it's going to be a very laid back one. I've been really busy all week, so whatever questions you've got for me, this is a live stream. We can talk, we can chill out, we can just spend some time together. Just the two of us, or there'll be quite a few of us actually, but that song come to mind. Right, anyway, also Naby Keita, finally seeing him in the Liverpool kit. You can see on the thumbnail, you've probably seen everything, you've probably done what I've done, looked up everything there is that they're putting out, and I must admit he looks bloody good in the Liverpool kit, doesn't he? Every picture that I'm seeing of him, Liverpool, the videos that they're putting out as well, it looks smart. Everything looks smart. I'm really liking the new look of everything. It looks good. The background, like what we saw with Fabinho as well. That red wall. It's a different type of red, isn't it? I like it. But at the same time, we'll end up discussing about this further on into live stream, I'm pretty sure. But I guarantee you, because a lot of you guys have messaged me about this today, the interview video, it does kind of prove that Naby Fekir's interview, the leak, it's all looks pretty legit, doesn't it now? So it's a bit of a key talking point as well for a lot of people. A lot of you guys have messaged me about that. Good evening, Dad, says Mark. Good evening, Mark. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Great to finally see Keita, he says. Yes. Gary, welcome to the stream as well, my friend. Alisson looked world class tonight. Are you taking a mick, Gary? Yes. Shall we talk about Alisson, guys? Shall we talk about Alisson? Look, Jamal's saying Alisson wants Real Madrid. A lot of people are saying that Alisson wants to move to Real Madrid. So you got those rumours about that one. I haven't watched him this World Cup, guys, because I haven't watched a lot of the World Cup. But the fee's very high, is what we're seeing. What Roma want. Alisson, a lot of people have said to me that they haven't been too impressed with him over the World Cup. I watched him in that game today. He was wobbly as anything. Definitely not a goalkeeper that I was looking at going, yeah, I'd pay 80 million for him tomorrow. I looked at him and was like, wow, he looked all over the place, to be honest. Quick off his line, but Karius is quick off his line, do you know what I mean? But 80 million for that goalkeeper, I don't know. I'd like to see a bit more, Sam saying not even worth 40 million. Are you talking about Alisson, Sam? Are you talking about Alisson? Banter says chicken burger and a boss live stream. My night is sorted. Lovely. You're making me hungry though at the same time. But it's good to see you in the stream as well, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Everyone that's joined me so far, thank you for being in the live stream. Right, let's get back to Naby Keita. It's absolutely amazing seeing, him finally come to Liverpool. We were waiting so long for him to actually join Liverpool, and apparently we've seen him in training pictures and stuff. Apparently he actually requested to start his fitness training early. He wasn't due to start until July the 2nd. He requested to start early. So people are saying that, look, this is a type of player that Liverpool have got here. He wanted to start early. He wanted to know his surroundings sooner. Wanted to get straight on with fitness. He's already ticking big boxes. I love that. I love the commitment already. This is the sort of player that I think Klopp is bringing into Liverpool now. People that want to wear the shirt, people that are committed to Liverpool Football Club. It's not just how good they are at football, which it's a lot about that, but it's not just that, is it? You need people that are committed. I mean, you look at James Milner, for instance. James Milner is often a player that is highly praised for. He's one of the first out and the last out, still running around, still keeping his fitness levels up. We know how professional James Milner is, but we're seeing more and more of these types of players being brought in, and I like that. I like that he's already requested to start his fitness training early. So yeah, absolutely love it. I see you guys putting in here, YouTube's put about Son, Hakim there as well. Simon Moses says, Nathan, we've got lots of links still with these players, but before we start talking loads about everything, I would like to say firstly that a lot of it is just rumours at the moment, guys, with everything, but we can discuss it. I've been really busy this week, but we discuss what you guys want to talk about, ask questions, we talk about it, see who maybe is the right answer. I want to pick some of your guys' brains as well. I want to see who you think has really stood out so far in the World Cup, because I haven't been able to watch it. So tell me who you think we need to sign. Rainy Days is saying Oblak over Alisson all day. I've seen a couple of other comments here saying Oblak, Oblak's the answer. I said that before, that I would go with Oblak, but a lot of people were starting to say that Alisson's style suits Liverpool better, but I've not been convinced with Alisson. Everyone was saying that, oh God, Liverpool put loads of goals past him in the Champions League and that. And I was like, yeah, but that's Liverpool's attack. We know how good Liverpool's attack are. But after watching him for Brazil today, I was like, seriously, let's be fair. Serbia didn't really go at him too much. And he just didn't look great for me. Not today. He don't look like an £80 million goalkeeper at all. Connor says, yes, Dazza, how's you? I personally don't want Son, as he has to do military service in 2 years for Korea. Please read this, Connor. I've read it, my friend. How are you as well? Yes, this is my concern over this for Son. I see a lot of people are sending me messages over Son saying we need to get him. Good player. He does tick a lot of boxes. He is a talented player, but at the same time, the one thing that does concern me is this military service. He hasn't done it yet. I'm hearing that there is certain things that he could do that meant that he doesn't have to do it, but he probably will end up having to do it, is what I believe. So there's a lot into it, and I know a lot of people have already done their digging, have done their reading into it, but I think there's stupid things like to do with the Olympics, all this sort of stuff. I'm not too sure. I haven't had a lot of time to be able to dig into it too much, but on a serious note with Son, it is the military thing that is making me think Liverpool may just go, no. That's why when a lot of people have messaged me today over Son, going, Daz, we need to spend all this money on him. Other people have done videos go, oh, Liverpool going to sign Son for, is it 60 odd million or whatever? And I'm like, well, I'm not really going to do a video going, yes, Liverpool need to fully go and sign him because of that. That's the reasons, guys. All right. Now, if anyone doesn't know about that, there is things out there that you can read into it. I just haven't got around to doing that part yet. I know there is certain ways that you can get out of it, but I still feel like he'll end up having to do it, guys, personally. The Kilted is in the building. Yes, my friend, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Keita will be a huge addition to the squad. Yes, definitely, Gary, definitely. I think so. This is what I want to talk about in this stream. Obviously, this stream will mainly be about Keita because he's number 8. I want to get your guys' opinions on it. Obviously, a lot of people will probably end up watching this stream back or whatever. Tell the world what you think of it. It's a reaction video more than anything. You know, it's a big number. Steven Gerrard personally handed the kit over. Naby Keita is a sort of player that has apparently never turned down a challenge. That number 8 shirt is a challenge, isn't it? Big number. Hopefully he's a big player. I think he is. I don't think he'll let us down. I really don't, guys. I've said it for ages. I said it when we were linked with him. I think this kid is special. I really do. I think he's going to achieve a lot with Liverpool as well. Klopp really wanted him, and the other player that Klopp really wanted, Van Dijk, come in and had a bit of a it changed Liverpool quite a lot, didn't it, when Van Dijk come in? But I did say as well, the defensive changes wasn't just Van Dijk. I believe it was Robertson as well. I want to give some credit to Robertson there and the rest of the team. The Kilt says Milan are in trouble with FIFA Fair Play. Is that so? Get Donnarumma to do a runner over to Melwood. The only thing that I don't like about that keeper is I heard that he turned Liverpool down, and his agent wasn't happy with him, but we don't know how true that is. It was all rumours, so I was a little bit, I don't know. I was like, if that's true, he's a bit too big for his boots. So I was a bit like, I don't really like the sound of that. I don't watch him week in, week out. But a lot of people that do watch him quite a bit say he's still got mistakes in him. He's not a complete goalkeeper. He's fairly young though. He's meant to be a good keeper. He's fairly rated, isn't he? But I don't want a goalkeeper that thinks he's bigger than Liverpool. You know, I want a goalkeeper that comes in, that I've said it time and time again, that we can forget about the goalkeeping area and that they will be at Liverpool for a long time. That Donnarumma reminds me of a keeper that will probably come in and play for us for a few years and then demand a move to another club. Probably. But let me know what you guys make of it anyway. But yeah, I hear that there's a bit of a situation there anyway, Kilwin. Keith says, hi Daz, is it fair to use one match to judge Alisson? I believe he will adapt well to Klopp. It's a good point, Keith. It's a good point. Obviously, you know, it's true, and you can't really judge players off the World Cup, same as you can't judge players that don't do great in the World Cup or they do amazing in the World Cup. But I looked at him today, and I think what it is, Keith, is I'm not saying that Liverpool shouldn't go out and sign him, but what I mean is I don't look at him and think he's an £80 million goalkeeper. I don't see Liverpool paying £80 million for Alisson. Do you see where I'm going with it, Keith? Like, it's not that I don't want Alisson, because I think he's a good keeper, but being that shaky and that nervous, it just reminds me of the keepers that we've already got. If we're going to spend big, you spend big on a keeper that doesn't have that in his game at all. So that's where my head's at with it. I don't see Liverpool paying £80 million on a keeper that has them performances. When we've already got them keepers that do have them performances, you know what I mean? I see Klopp going, we stick with what we've got, which I really don't want. But that's kind of when I was looking at that game today. I was like, and people have been telling me he hasn't been great. So I'm going off that. But it is a valid point, Keith. It's a valid point. You can't just judge a player on one game. I know that. You know what I mean? But £80 million on a keeper that is still shaky. It's hard, isn't it? It's a hard one. Trusting Klopp, says Charlie. Yes, always trusting Klopp. I trust in Klopp. Zuhail says, hey, how are you doing? I'm very good, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Love watching your streams. Keep up the good work. I would like to see Hakim Ziyech from Morocco. What do you think, your Neville clone? Firstly, thank you, and your Neville clone to you. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Hakim Ziyech, I said, if we didn't obviously go for Fekir, I said that Ziyech would be maybe an alternative, someone that we should keep an eye on in a World Cup. I said that he's a player that we obviously, there was rumours to do with, there was links there. I said that we should keep an eye on him. I haven't watched him in a World Cup to be able to give you my honest opinion on whether he's an amazing player. He's definitely someone who's got a bit of ability about him. He's very confident. He's got ability when it comes to distribution, isn't he, and passing and that. But he's not a complete player yet. It would be like going back. This is when people say to me, a lot of people said about Ziyech and said he's like signing a young Coutinho, and I said he's not a Coutinho type player, but I get what people are kind of saying when they're saying it's like signing Coutinho when we first got him again, because it would be like starting again with that sort of player. If you're signing Ziyech, he would have to come in and learn quite a bit. Whereas if you're going after someone like Fekir, I think Fekir is a bit more in his progression. He's a bit further on in his stages, isn't he? So yeah, but you know, Ziyech's a very talented player and could have a big future. Loan Suso back, says Matt Hantu. Yeah, I don't know what's going to go on with Suso there. Obviously, he said that he would play for Liverpool again one day, but a lot of people was like, "Oh, this means that Liverpool are going to sign him." But we know, don't we, that he was just saying that he would. And yeah, a lot of people said, "Oh, he's got a buyout clause as well." Since AC Milan is suspended from competition, yeah. I'm not fully aware of what the full situation is there with Milan, but I see that a couple of you guys are touching on it. But if there's something that Liverpool can use there with a couple of their players, then maybe Liverpool will use that. We know that other teams may be looking at that situation as well. Rainy Day said, I'll take the Nigerian keeper or South Korean keeper over Karius, but really want Oblak. I think it's worth spending the money. Yes, let me just get back down to the bottom here. Ziyech is a very good passer. Yeah, Jordan, 100%. Yeah, that's where he shines for me. His distribution is very, very good. Ben Turner says still has a year left on loan at Bayern, I think. So I've missed something there. Sorry, Ben, but welcome to the stream anyway, my friend. Charlie, we should just pay Oblak's release clause and get him in the shirt. I think a lot of people agree with you, mate. A lot of people would just go out and just go, right, there's a release clause on the table. We want you. Would Oblak come to Liverpool? We would like to think so, wouldn't we? But I think if Liverpool was adamant on signing a top keeper and was willing to spend around the 80 million mark, I think we would have seen some form of movement towards Oblak by now. I would like to have thought so anyway. Your Neville clone says we should sign Switzerland's goalkeeper Jan Sommer. A few people have said that to me. A few people have said that he's looks quite good, but obviously I haven't seen too much of him. So Nathan says Shaqiri is better than Fekir. Fekir plays in League One, but Shaqiri plays in the Prem, the best league in the world. See, there you go. So Nathan, obviously you're a fan of Shaqiri's there. Like I said before, for me, Shaqiri's a quality player, and I still hope that Liverpool do look to bring in Shaqiri. I always said that Shaqiri was never an alternative to Fekir anyway. I didn't believe so. I looked at it like Fekir, Liverpool was trying to get that deal done. At the same time, we was approaching Shaqiri and talking to his representatives as well. So I thought that both those players could be coming to Liverpool in this window. So Not too sure. I wouldn't like to say this player's better than that player's better than that player, because I think if all these players come into Liverpool and when they played under Jurgen Klopp, I hope that all of them come in and become very, very good players, world-class players, because Klopp can turn all these players into the best versions of themselves, can't he? We know that by now. We know how good Klopp is. So that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about seeing who Liverpool do sign still this window and what Klopp can get out of them. This is why I see Naby Keita today in the Liverpool kit. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait to see him start playing for Liverpool. Seeing him in the kit has made me excited enough. And then you see the clips that people are sharing of him and it's like, oh my God, I remember just how good of a player this lad is and how much I wanted Liverpool to sign him. And you forget that we've actually got this player and he's going to be playing for Liverpool next season. And then you add Fabinho to that, and then, you know, after the World Cup is over or teams start dropping out, Liverpool could still be signing another couple of top players. We've got a lot to be excited about for next year. I really do think we have. Mark Wood says, I don't think Liverpool will be affected by, because of their incomings and financial stability, where PSG is another story. They've just taken the mickey out of the FIFA fair play over the last few years. Yeah, I look at some teams and I think, how are they getting away with what they're doing? And they have ways, don't they, of getting away with certain things. But I don't think they should. I think there should be more sanctions put in place to stop these teams being able to get away with it. I really do, because otherwise there will always be a divide and always be. Some teams always seem to get away with it more than others, put it that way, and PSG seem to just take the mick all the time, don't they? Especially like you said, Shaqiri is Alexi player Daza. Gary, what was that, mate? Sorry, buddy. Alexi player? Something along them lines, mate. Wheelie Daily says you're Neville Clone. You're Neville Clone to you as well, Wheelie, mate. Welcome to the stream. Or Black Maguire, Fakir, Shaqiri. So that's obviously Goku. That's obviously your list of who you want. That would be a top window, to be honest, if we managed to round it off with those players. I'm pretty sure every Liverpool fan would be like, yes, I will take that. Russ says we need impact players on the bench, and Shaq is one that fits that bill. I think so, Russ. I think so. A lot of people wasn't fans of his and said no, but I think for the fee that you're looking at for him, I don't see what the harm is. He's Premier League proven. He can take free kicks. He will have to get in shape. People talk about his fitness levels. He's got no choice. If he plays for Jurgen Klopp and he comes to play for Liverpool, he will know he will have to get in shape and he will have to play. He won't get game time unless he's in shape. So I ain't got no worries to that side of it all. Anyway, Aaron says, who do you think Liverpool next signing will be? In brackets, Fakir. Very possibly could be Fakir still. I don't know. Obviously, this Bobby Duncan, a lot of people are saying isn't a legit signing, I think is what someone's wording was earlier to me. I said, Liverpool have signed this player, and they're like, yeah, but he's not a legit signing. We're talking about the big signs. I'm like, okay, fair enough. But yeah, so a legit signing, someone that will get people's heads turning. It could well be your Fakir, or it could be a goalkeeper. I think we'll probably see a couple of moves out of the club before you might see Liverpool bring someone in. I don't know. People are starting to talk about this Naby Keita interview, saying about the date and saying that it would be the first because of the numbers that was on the leaked interview, and they're looking into that, saying it's the first of the next month. So have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, I still feel like people are still trying to look into that one a lot, when really, I think if we just sit and wait, I think we know the answer, won't we? So that will be great, don't worry. Yeah, a lot of people are worried, aren't they, about Salah next year, saying that with everything that's going on with him as well, he won't be the same as what he was last season. he had a fantastic season for us last year. No one expected that from him. I don't expect the same from him next year because he broke all them records, but at the same time, Salah's a quality player. If he can do it one season, he can do it again next season. So I just think all we got to do is be behind him, and the goals will still flow, and he's part of a quality Liverpool team with quality players added to that as well. This is Pure Wrestling Podcast. Says, Daz, why don't we just take Pickford from Everton, screw them over? He's top notch for a keeper, makes great saves, he's a sweeper, and he kicks amazing like Rayner. You're not the first person to say it, mate. You're not the first person to say it. A few people have said to me that they would take him and said, just pinch him off them. Just go with it, stick him between the sticks and see how it goes. Obviously you're a fan. I think when I've said about goalkeepers like Pickford and that before on the channel, I think I've looked at a lot of people on the streams have been like, no, we don't want someone like Pickford, we don't want Butland, we don't want that. I think everyone is like Alisson or Black, but if you're looking at the targets that Liverpool are probably looking at, it will be around a smaller price tag than Alisson and Black. I really do think so. Unless Roma drop Alisson's price tag, I don't see Liverpool paying 80 million for a goalkeeper. I really don't. Kyle Brown says money talks. PSG and Manchester City should have got banned from the transfer market, says Louis. Yeah. They should do, but I'm guessing that's why Carl says money talks. I still think Fekir is done. I don't know why, says Burden. Are you saying you're still thinking that Fekir is done? I don't know. For me, I still have a feeling like it's because of how far it was and how close it was. And then today seeing Naby Keita's interview, and you see that the leak that we saw, it looked pretty much like it was legit, wasn't it? That the interview and everything had definitely been done. So no matter what the journalists have said, that is true or false, that interview and that was definitely done. So because of how close it was, I still feel like it would literally just take one phone call, couple of signatures on a bit of paper, and that deal could be pushed over the line any minute. So it's hard to sit here and say Fekir definitely won't happen this window. That's where my head is at with it. I'm seeing journalists, I'm seeing other people go, Fekir is definitely not going to happen because Liverpool wanted to pull out because of certain reasons. I sit there and I go, I think it's madness to say that Liverpool 100% won't be going back in for Fekir this window. They were so close to it. Obviously, he was a target. Obviously, anything can change in football. I've said it before. Liverpool could all of a sudden pull out of a player, or they could go in for a player any second. But the fact that it was so close to being done just tells me that it's so possible that it could just get pushed over the line any second. Scott says, just got here, what did I miss? Not much, Scott. Welcome to the stream tonight, mate. Good to have you on board. I was talking about Naby Keita, obviously wearing a Liverpool kit, being at Liverpool now, got the number 8 top, asking you guys how excited are you? What do you think he's going to bring to the team next year? Was talking about Chris Bascom saying Liverpool have signed the English Bobby Duncan, 17-year-old striker, Steven Gerrard's cousin. He was from the Man City's academy as well. He's a youngster. He's not going to be someone that's going to break into the first team really soon. He's only just turned 17, but highly rated. Very, very good. Obviously, I said as well, Germany are out of the World Cup. For those of you that have been watching the World Cup and stuff, that was a bit of a shocker for me when I heard that, but I know it's a key talking point for a lot of you guys that are following the World Cup. And I said I watched the Brazil game today. Wasn't impressed with what I saw with Alisson from that game, but Keith, one of the people in the live chat, had said it's not fair to judge him on one game. Obviously, I've only watched him for that one game, so I said if any of you guys have watched him for the other games, let me know what you make of him. But for me, 80 million, if Roma still want 80 million for him, I don't see Liverpool paying 80 million for a keeper that he looked really nervous and shaky today in that game. Paul says, I feel sorry for Danny Ings. He never got a break. Hello, Paul. How are you this evening? I hope you're good tonight, Paul. Obviously, the chat that we had earlier. I hope you're all right, my friend. I feel for Danny Ings because of the injury. the injuries that he had, and then I fully understand why Danny Ings wants out and he wants game time because he deserves it. He's not going to get in ahead of the front three. You know, I did the live stream on it yesterday. I think it was, I can't remember, I'm losing track of days, but I think it was yesterday, talking about Brewster as well, sign a professional contract. That's going to also put a strain on Danny Ings getting game time. Origi's got pre-season to prove whether he needs to stay at Liverpool, loaned out or sold, apparently. So all this will come into factors, and with Danny Ings choosing to go, I said that tells me that I think Origi might stay around as well a little bit, to be fair. Mikey Garner says, "Hi Daz, how are you, mate? Notice you haven't uploaded much recently. Hope you're right." Hello Mikey, I'm good, mate. Yeah, just been busy. It's only been this last week. I've still done a few live streams though. It just hasn't been every single day, but I've done a few. It's kind of every other day, or a couple of days in between or whatever. But yeah, I've been busy with work, and everything about Liverpool was just the same old rumours, so just didn't want to bore you guys talking about the same stuff, and there was nothing really major going on. So I thought, you know, I'm not one of those YouTubers that will go, oh yeah, I'll just keep putting this same bloody thing out for clicks or whatever, but it just allowed me to get on with work a little bit more, that was all. But I hope you're good though, mate. I hope you're good. Sam says, I want a decent keeper, a world-class centre-back, a right-back like Kimmich in an ideal world. Fekir Martin's on a free, Shaqiri and Daddy Simon for depth. So Sam, you don't want much then, mate, do you? Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from, to be honest. I do get where you're coming from. We need a world-class keeper. I'm fully with you, really, that I think we need a world-class keeper. I agree that we need another quality centre-back, because I said, God forbid anything happens to Van Dijk. You know, the right-back thing, I would stick with Trent. I wouldn't stunt his progression. I would keep him going. Kleiny back, let him compete with him. Yeah, Martin's on a free, you're talking about there, aren't you? Fekir, obviously, Fekir could happen still, couldn't it? Daddy Simon, you know, Moses, the daddy. Yeah, Liverpool scouted him, is what we saw, wasn't it? But I haven't heard anything since. But a lot of people was raving about him. Some people was like, I don't know much about him. I didn't know much about him. I just know apparently we scouted him. So we need cover for the front three, don't we? If you bought Fekir can play as one of your wingers as well. People said when Ox comes back, Ox can play as a winger. And I think if Genie doesn't get in the midfield next year, Genie did play as a winger before, so Genie can do a job at wing as well. Not that I think that Klopp really sees him much as a winger. He sees him more in midfield, doesn't he? Mark Wood says Klopp doesn't actually want Ings to leave. He gave him a choice. Yeah, Klopp rates Ings. I think he really does rate him. Ings had the opportunity to stay at Liverpool, and I think it would probably have been a hard decision. I really do. I think Ings really wanted it to work at Liverpool. He really wanted to play for Liverpool Football Club. I saw nothing but interviews from Ings saying, I want to fight for Liverpool. I want to get back fully fit. It meant a lot to him to get back fit and to play for Liverpool Football Club. So I think leaving now, it would have been hard for him to make that choice. Because like I spoke to a few people before, and we were talking about are Liverpool still seen as a stepping club for the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid and teams like that? And I said that to some players yes, to other players no. And I think the likes of Robertson, Danny Ings now, they look at Liverpool Football Club as like, we've got a big move. And I think Danny Ings was one of those players that knew how much it means to play for Liverpool Football Club. So yeah, it will be hard for him to pull himself away, but he knows he's not going to get much game time. And the fact that Klopp is willing for him to stick around proves how much Klopp rates him as well. Like I said in my live stream about it, I think that's testimony to Danny Ings and how good of a player he actually is, which there was a point where a lot of people were saying that Danny Ings is crap, he needs to be sold. I don't think he's as bad as what people think. I think he'll go on and hopefully he has a good career. And I wish him all the best. I really do, like I said in my last stream. Who would people prefer, Shaqiri or Malcolm? Malcolm is only 20-year-old, by the way. I think I'd prefer Shaqiri, but I know a lot of people will say Malcolm. I'll say it right now. I know a lot of people will sit here and say Malcolm, but yeah, I would say Shaqiri. Just, I don't know. I think just because of the experience thing, and I think if Klopp could get the best out of Shaqiri, I think Shaqiri might be the one at the moment that would have the most effect on the team. But I get why people like Malcolm as well. This is Pure Wrestling says, I think Mustafi from Arsenal would be great with Socrates coming in, can pass a ball and defend, and it is rough at Arsenal. Yeah. Sean says, do you think we should put more money towards a number 10 or stick with Fekir? I don't think Fekir would suit the pressing style, or if his knee could handle Klopp's pressing game. False. Sean, it's a valid point. Obviously, when we saw all this about Fekir and it all started coming out about his injury and Liverpool's concerns, a lot of people were saying, look at the way Liverpool play, look at Klopp's style. And they were saying, will Fekir be able to, consistently play like that, or will it cause us problems, cause him problems? I think if you have the right amount of squad depth, I don't think it will cause the problems. And I think from watching Fekir myself, he can press. He plays on the front foot. I think he could play Klopp's way, and I think if you've got the right squad depth, then you don't need to play Fekir all the time. And I think that's where Liverpool need to, get that strength in depth in, because if you've got the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain on the bench for the rotation as well when he comes back, nothing says that Chambo couldn't start one game in midfield, Fekir couldn't start one game, or, Fekir could be used out on the wing when you want to rest Salah. Fekir could play out there, mix it up a bit, change formations, play him different positions, play Fekir for 60 odd minutes, bring him off for rest and stuff. And you got to look as well, Liverpool do press a lot, but against some of the smaller teams in the Premier League, Liverpool don't have to press that much. Like we have a lot of the possession. So I don't know. As much as people talk about Liverpool, the way we run a lot and we press and we hurry other teams a lot, against a lot of the teams when we hold a lot of possession, I actually don't think Liverpool have to work much more than what other teams do. I really don't. If you look at it, I think it's more about keeping hold of the possession. I think Fekir will suit that. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure with that, but I get why it's a concern for maybe Liverpool in that sense. Matt says loan Fekir, problem solved. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Exactly. Mark says made up Germany are out of the World Cup, but could this affect Liverpool? In what do you mean, Mark? In what sense could it affect Liverpool, buddy? Let me know. Craig Weston, welcome to the stream, mate. Good to see you in here tonight, Craig. I'm excited about seeing Genie progress next season. I'm excited to see where and how Genie is fitted in, because Genie is used everywhere. Genie is used a lot, so I really can't wait to see Genie, play next year and see how he fits in with our new players. I'm excited about that. Squism says, Daz, with Germany out of the World Cup, do you fancy any of their players? Well, apparently they've been shit, so I don't know. Excuse my language, but yeah, but that's what everyone I've asked about Germany and said, do they really deserve to be out? And everyone's like, yeah, that's the word that everyone keeps coming back at me with. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure about them, to be fair. Obviously, they have got some good players there, and Matt saying Leroy Sané should have been playing for them. Yeah, definitely. Goalkeeper and centre back are a priority, says Naveen. I agree. I think those were two areas that at the beginning of the transfer window I said that we should be targeting. I still think that we should be targeting them as well. Could Germany be looking for a new coach? I gotcha, Mark. I gotcha. If they are, then I think Jurgen Klopp would be one of their main targets, wouldn't he? So I get what you mean, but I don't see Klopp leaving Liverpool now. I think he's just got Naby Keita in the door. I think Naby was a big player that Klopp wanted to bring in. I think Klopp's still under contract at Liverpool, and I don't see Klopp jumping ship just yet. I think if he wasn't getting backed, I think if Klopp wanted people this window and he didn't get backed by Liverpool, that could affect it. But I actually feel like FSG would back Klopp. I know that FSG get a lot of stick from people, but I feel like sometimes maybe Klopp might be the stubborn one, that if the right player's not available, Klopp might say, well, don't just go out and sign anyone. I'll wait until he's available next window or whatever. It's what happened with Fekir, guys. I told you. We went after Thomas Lemar because we originally went for Fekir, and then we were told to wait until this window, and then we went to try and sign Thomas Lemar. And that's why I said we was very half-hearted over the Thomas Lemar stuff. That's why I knew we was not ever fully committed to signing Thomas Lemar, because we wanted Fekir. And I believe that Fekir was who Klopp wanted. And I think Thomas Lemar was just one of Liverpool's. Yeah, maybe we're going to sign him because we couldn't get Fekir. So yeah, I don't know. I think if Liverpool all of a sudden and FSG wasn't backing Klopp, then that might stir the boat a little bit. But other than that, I think Klopp's happy with the project and how things are coming along with Liverpool. We just got to a Champions League final. I think Klopp sees a good future for Liverpool over the next couple of years. I think he would want to try and win that Premier League title for us. I really do. He knows that it's eluded us. He knows what it would mean to the fans if he could win it. I'm hoping, anyway, that nothing would be able to pull him away right now. Sam says, I can't wait for the World Cup to be over. Not asked about it. Just want the announcements to start rolling. Yeah, I ain't been able to watch it really myself. Like I said, I caught the Brazil game earlier. But other than that, I've just been too busy with work, and I'm not going out of my way to try and put it on in the background or anything either. I can't wait for Liverpool to come in, to be fair. Once Liverpool start again, I'm happy. That'd be me back content, got my Liverpool fix every week. That's what I need. Matt says, I think we'll be seeing 4-2-3-1 formation more next season. Yeah, very possible, Matt. Very, very possible. I think we'll see different formations from Klopp. I think if we've got the right players and the right squad depth, I think Klopp will have a lot of good options to be able to play with. I'm excited to see what Klopp does choose to do next year. You know, Naby Keita. Naby was talking about he's more defensive, but he likes to roam forwards. Whereas a lot of people, I think, have the wrong opinion on Naby Keita. A lot of people look at Naby as, he's this attacking midfielder. But I said it before, Naby Keita's very good defensively in midfield. So I think that Liverpool are still looking to bring in an attacking midfielder. So I'm excited to see whether Naby gets more of a licence to run forwards. I think he will, because I think he will do more what we saw Ox doing and what we saw Genie do, that transition. And the way Ox would travel through midfield with a ball, Keita is amazing at doing that. So I can't wait to see that. You know, Cobra there saying he's a box-to-box player. He's fantastic, box-to-box. But like I say, so many people have said to me, Keita's like Coutinho's replacement. Keita is that attacking midfielder. He really isn't. Keita is that all-round midfielder. He really is. And I said it before, what you will get with Naby Keita is he will get back in. He will dig deep, and he will come and retrieve the ball, and he will transition in midfield. This is what I'm really looking forward to. We've got a midfielder now that will come back and get the ball. It's almost like, see what Bobby does when Bobby's up front, and Bobby will come back, get us the ball, and he will start the attack. You'll have Bobby doing that, but you'll have Naby Keita as well doing that a bit deeper. And when you've got Fabinho in there as well, who's a holding midfielder, it's unreal, guys. Absolutely unreal. So excited to see what this will do. Honestly, I've been waiting so long to see Naby Keita play for Liverpool, because I can't wait to see how Klopp uses him. Because everyone was talking about his last season, saying, oh yeah, I don't know what all the hype is about him. Seriously, I watched him before that. Last year, he knew he was coming to Liverpool and he was still good.
but he was amazing the season before. When we were linked with him before that, I was watching him and I was like, wow, this player is amazing. He's immense. Paul says I would have had Messi playing behind Aguero and Cavani with Dybala, Mascherano, Giovanni. Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Paul. Craig says Keita can do it all. Keita or Mane for skipper. Yeah, exactly. Keita can do it all. That's what it comes down to. And I think he will do it all as well. He literally will do it all. He's like one of them. So the men that you see on the streets, that one-man band, you know, they lift their foot up and stuff, and the pedal goes and plays the drums and all the thing in the mouth. He's like that, but as a football player, like, he can do it all. I'm very excited, very, very excited. Dan Sini says, Daz, who would you like Liverpool to sign? Next, I would still like a top goalkeeper, and I would like to see Fekir pushed over the line. If we get a top goalkeeper and Fekir, I'm happy for this window. If we're not going to sign Fekir, just get a top goalkeeper in. And then whoever else, you know what I mean. Imtiaz says, my first live chat. Lol, you're Neville Clone. You're Neville Clone to you as well, mate. I'm glad you've joined me tonight. Good to see that you've managed to make a live chat. The chat jumped. Hang on. Oisk says, hello, Daz. Hello, Oisk. How are you, my friend? I love your name. It's just the way it sounds when I say it. Oisk. Burden, Fabinho cutting the passing lanes. Oh, yeah. He's going to be cutting the passing lanes. Naby Keita is going to be hurrying them. So you're going to see Bobby is going to be chasing them back. When they've got the ball, Bobby will start chasing them back. So they're going to feel Bobby behind them like that, and then Naby Keita is going to come flying in out of nowhere, so they're going to have both them to be worrying about. And then as they're going to hurry, because they're going to feel really hurried, they're going to release the ball. Fabinho is going to pick up the ball, and he's going to spray a pass out to the wing. Salah or Mane is going to pick up the ball. They're going to wait for Bobby to make one of his runs in to drag the players out. They're going to lay it off to one of the others. Bang, goal. Naby Keita is going to come flying out of nowhere, bang it in the top corner. You heard it here first, guys. You will see that dozens of times next year. I'm so excited. I could dream this stuff. It's going to be so potent, and it's going to be such a threat next year. We're going to be a lot more clinical. We've got a lot more firepower in midfield. We've added goals in midfield. It's brilliant. Owen says, all right, Daz, you good, mate? Yes, Owen, I am good, mate. I'm very happy because I've been able to do a later live stream on the computer, so you've got my normal setup around and stuff. I'm excited for Naby Keita. I'm excited to be able to talk to you guys as well. A bit of a longer live stream talking to you guys about Liverpool. I haven't had much of a chance this week to talk too much, but it's brilliant. So come on, guys, how many goals do you think Naby Keita is going to score from midfield next year? Put it in a live chat now. Let's see, and I will try to remember as well. Put it in. Mikey says, Daz, check my last comment, please. Just want to know your opinion. Let me see how far up it is, mate, because the live chat does jump quite a bit. Tom Connolly's in as well. Hey, Daz, enjoying the stream, working tonight, so just lurking in the background. But I'm here, you're Neville Clone. Good to hear it, Tom, mate. It's a shame that you're at work, but hopefully, mate, my voice in the background helps you through your shift. You're Neville Clone too, buddy. It's good to see that you're in the building. Klopp, would you be happy if we sign Ziyech, or should we be aiming higher? He's been a very consistent player in the Eredivisie. In the last 2 league seasons, he's had 62 games, 16 goals, 26 assists. So, Mikey, I'm guessing that's what your comment was there. Maverick is in the building as well. And Michael, welcome to the stream, guys. And Ferno, love it. And Kevin, wow. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It's good to have you all on board. I did say that if Fekir doesn't happen, then Ziyech is the one that I think that we should be looking at. But again, I said that it would be like going backwards, because I think that Liverpool should be looking at players that are hitting their peak at their level. I don't think Ziyech is hitting his peak. I think he's got a long way to go yet. But, you know, he comes into Liverpool Football Club, plays under Klopp, plays around the other players, playing behind that front three, you know, he can pick a pass. Got Naby Keita and Fabinho. running around him, Jordan Henson, Genie Wijnaldum, Ox working around him. Anything's possible. So I wouldn't say that Liverpool wouldn't take a punt with him. I really wouldn't. But to say should we be aiming higher, I would like to see Liverpool try and get someone that is at their peak now. But Ziyech is a very good player for the future. Kevin, 10 goals. So you think he's going to get 10 goals from midfield? Thank you for answering my question, Kevin. Charles says Keita 15 goals next season from midfield. Thank you, Charles. Eugene says Keita 15 goals, 9 assists, and 2 red cards. I love that, 2 red cards. Yeah, how many red cards do you guys think he'll get? Keita will get 15 goals, Dazza, says Gary. So, there's a few of you guys with 15 goals now, which is quite good. All aboard the Daz bus, says Burden. Yes, all aboard. Tickets, please. It's free, mate. You don't need tickets to get on the Dazza bus. Keita and Ox are kind of similar players. Yeah, I think so, Ferno. They're very similar. I think Keita is better. Ox needs to learn the midfield role a bit more. Ox hasn't played it as much, has he? But Ox is very similar in the way he drives through midfield. If he gets given a licence and he learns it more, Ox and Keita could be rotated quite a bit, and it would be nice to see. Matt says Fabinho on the way to Liverpool to settle down. Can't wait for the 1st of July. Me neither, Matt. Me neither. Tadic has gone to Ajax. Ziyech replacement. Leighton. Yes. Naveen says strength and depth and game management are the key to success on all fronts. I fully agree with that, Naveen. I fully agree. I said it. I think I was on a podcast and I believe one of the questions was, what do Liverpool need to do to catch Man City next season? What do Liverpool need to do to win the Premier League? And I said, it's not just about spending 80 million, 100 million on a player this window. It's about signing the right players. And when it comes to how Liverpool need to play next year, it's about eradicating those areas, the issues that we have where we made the mistakes and we dropped points against these teams that sit back and park the bus. I said the key thing for me is Liverpool have proven that we can blitz and we can smash anyone, can't we? We can beat anyone in the Premier League. We can beat anyone in the world of football. We know that. We're Liverpool Football Club. We know we can do that. But we need to be able to manage the teams. And I think if you want to win the Premier League, it's about learning game management and it's about managing these teams. And I don't just mean the big teams, because I think the big teams, when they come out to play against Liverpool, we beat them. Because if they try and play their football, Liverpool play our football and we play it better than them. That's what we're good at. But you've got to be able to learn to manage these teams that come to Liverpool and park the bus. You've got to be able to say, if you want to park the bus, mate, we're going to bide our time, we're going to pick you apart and we're going to score goals. And if you think you're going to sit and park the bus and then counter us 2 or 3 times in a game and hope to score that way or hope to get a set piece and score that way, it's not going to happen. And when Liverpool learn to do these things and we get the right players that can help us do that, that's when Liverpool will win the Premier League. And I was hoping that this window will start to see us sign players that can do that. And I said, that's getting a plan B striker in the sense of someone that is good in the air. That way, if you've got a team that sits back deep against you, you've got someone that when you get down a wing and you lob balls into the area, you've got someone who's a bit of a presence in the box. You need that. We've already got a Regi that could come back and do that as a job. At the same time, it's not just about having a big striker. It's also about having a set piece taker that can score goals from outside the box. If you get free kicks, you want someone that's confident to be able to score 5 to 10 goals from free kicks a year. That could get you 3 points from time to time. And that could help you win a Premier League title. Also, you need midfielders that can score goals from outside the area, because what's the worst thing that we see time and time again watching Liverpool? Teams that sit back against us and we keep trying to pass into the area and you just keep coming up against these bloody defenders all the time. You need midfielders that can take a 30-yard shot and it goes in the back of the net. And I think when you add in players like Naby Keita, I think you see Ox, when Ox comes back, Ox against Man City started to get a licence where he could do that. He proved that he could do it. I still would like another midfielder that can do that. Fekir can take long shots. There's other midfielders out there that can do that as well. If we start to do things like that, I think that is when you start to see Liverpool take that next step to being able to win the Premier League title. Man City were immense last year, and I hate saying that. The amount of points they got, it doesn't matter whether you're Liverpool Football Club, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, it doesn't matter who you are. All of these top teams are going to be looking at City and going, what do we need to do to our squad to be able to catch them next year? What Liverpool need to do is stop dropping silly points. So if you're 2 goals up, see out a game. I think Fabinho and Naby Keita will help Liverpool see out games because they're better defensively in midfield than what we've got. Jordan Henderson is a good player, but he's not the best holding midfielder. Fabinho is a quality holding midfielder. Naby Keita, box-to-box midfielder, but he's sick at defending as well. So he will come back and help defensively. You know, this is the sort of stuff that Liverpool will have next year. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Charles, my friend, says, "Hi Daz, you probably forget me. I was the guy who mentioned to you that I was diagnosed with cancer and a brain tumour." No, mate. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, I think you had already left a comment up there first that I did say to how are you feeling? How is things going? You know, it's. I said before, like, sorry to hear it and stuff, mate. Like, I hate when people tell me bad stuff and everything like that. There's not much that I can say. I can only say that the thoughts and prayers and that are with you. But yeah, obviously you've tuned in tonight and everything, mate. But yeah, Michael, Daz, I'm going to bed now. I'm up early in the morning. I will watch back the stream later. Take care, Daz, you legend. Take care, guys. Talk soon. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, take care, Michael. Hopefully, when you watch it back, you enjoy the rest of the stream, buddy. Take it easy anyway. Yeah, Charles. Hope it gets better, mate, for you. Not that these things, you know, is nice and everything, but it's difficult, isn't it, with stuff like that. Stefan says, the main thing is not to throw games away by poor defence / keeping. Yes. Yeah. I think that's what Fabinho and Naby Keita will help us from midfield. They're better defensively, I think. If you get a top quality goalkeeper in as well, someone that's confident to command that area, because I think when other teams get these set pieces, you want a keeper that can come out, catch the ball, claim the ball, you know, relieve the pressure later in the games. I think that's what Liverpool have lacked as well. Lubac says, I think Ings will be sold for around 7 to 10 million. Well, apparently Liverpool want 15 million for Daniel Sturridge, and that's why teams aren't really coming in for bids with him. So I think that it's going to be around that fee, isn't it, for Danny Ings as well? I reckon. Similar. Mo says, Daz, hearing more transfers, mate, for Fekir. A lot of people are trying to suggest that the date on the Fekir interview link is the 1st of next month leak. But yeah, I just think everyone is just clutching on straws with it. For me personally, it would be lovely if it happens, but once the World Cup is over, then I think we'll see more signings anyway. Liverpool, Chris Bascom said Liverpool have signed Bobby Duncan, the 17-year-old striker, Steven Gerrard's cousin. So that's a youngster added to the ranks. Very talented youth player. Very highly rated. I haven't watched him myself, so I can't give you an honest opinion on him, but apparently he didn't play for like a season or something. Still got selected. So very highly rated. Maverick says need to move Moreno on before we get another left back. Yeah, I see Moreno. I said it before. I just see Moreno should be thinking for himself, I want to leave Liverpool for game time, because he's not going to get in over Robertson. No left back is going to come in and get in over Robertson, are they? So if I was Moreno, I'd want to leave it, because I see James Milner playing instead of Moreno if we need to rest Robertson. I really do. Craig says Suarez would be sensational. Teams would crap themselves playing against us. I love that. Oh, Charles, you're in my prayers, mate. You never will clone. Yes, Mark, 100%. All the best prayers with you. Yeah, it's horrible. I hate hearing things like that with everyone. And like I say, prayers are with you, Charles, mate. Thanks. You're very welcome, mate. Like I say it to everyone. I say you guys always know that I'm there to message me and stuff. Just at the moment, with me working loads and everything, I'm not able to read and reply to every single comment. So please don't think I'm being rude if I don't catch one of your messages at the moment, guys. All right, but I hope that you're doing all right, mate. Okay. We have 2 young left backs signed in January, Ayew and Gallagher, says Lubac. Yeah, Moreno is too young to be number 2 cover, says Maverick. Yeah, he needs to go and get some game time, doesn't he? Imtiaz says we need a new centre back to team up with Virgil van Dijk. Now a lot of people are saying, Imtiaz, about Lovren, how good he's been recently, saying that he's proven himself. And Klopp apparently was very happy with how that partnership with Van Dijk was going towards the end of the season. But I've said, for me, Lovren has always proven that he's got good games in him. But has he ever been consistent? That's the worry for me with Lovren. But I like Lovren. I like the passion that he shows. I like all the stick that Lovren's had at Liverpool, and he still sticks by us, doesn't he? He still wants to give it his all for Liverpool Football Club. He still wants to play, still wants to wear the shirt, and you see when he scores how much it means to him. And he's quite a funny lad as well, isn't he, on social media? So I like Lovren, and I just want it to work for Lovren. I want Lovren to be our centre-back, consistent centre-back that plays with Van Dijk. I really do. But he's still, this season, I want him to prove to me that he can do it consistently over a year. Is that fair to say, guys? That's fair, isn't it? Lovren's a good lad, but he just still needs to prove us that consistency part, doesn't he? If he can do that, then it's all good. It's all good with me. I think Klopp speaks about Joe Gomez and Joel Matip as well, doesn't he, as centre-backs. I still would like us to sign a top centre-back, because I really do worry about if Van Dijk gets injured. I sit there and I think, imagine rewind to when we didn't have Van Dijk and it was Klavan, Lovren, Matip. We wasn't great, was we? But then at the same time, I say Van Dijk come in and we got better defensively, but we also added Robertson to left back. Robertson helps us out as well there, doesn't he? But yeah, I don't like the thought of not having Van Dijk. And Van Dijk cannot play every game if we're competing on all fronts in a season. So the platform's there for Lovren to be the other top centre-back at Liverpool. Sometimes I feel bad for the other centre-backs, because in interviews they're asked, and it freely is spoken about, Van Dijk is like this messiah of centre-backs, and Lovren and that just basically sat in front of being told you're rubbish compared to Van Dijk, and they're he's well good, I do feel sorry for them, but at the same time, they need to prove themselves, don't they? Still, David O'Loughlin says, how do you think Liverpool's midfield will line up next year? Very good question, my friend. First game of next season, I've said I quite honestly think that it would be Jordan Henson, Fabinho and Naby Keita first game of the season. I see Jordan Henson, Liverpool's captain at the moment. I don't see Klopp taking the captain's armband off him. I see Jordan Henson playing the holding role. I said that I think after the pre-season, I think Klopp is going to be looking at who plays more of the holding role out of Fabinho and Hendo, because I actually think Fabinho is quite talented going forwards as well. I don't think he is just this limited holding midfielder that a lot of people still talk about him as. He's definitely a quality holding midfielder, but I also think that he's very good going forwards. Could even be better than Jordan Henson going forwards with the ball sometimes. But, Jordan Henson will probably play the holding role. Bit of Premier League experience in there. Fabinho maybe next to him. Naby Keita running off him. Could well be the case, but that'd be the first game of the season maybe, but it could be different. It could change. I guess it depends on how the pre-season goes. Depends on fitness levels as well. You know what Klopp's like. He won't rush anyone straight in, but I expect the players to all be fairly fit. Hope so anyway. But yeah, let me know what you think anyway, David. What's your views on it? Who's your midfield? And anyone else that's in the chat as well, feel free to put your midfield free. If you think we're going with a free, put your midfield free in the live chat. Ant says, all right, Daz just joined the stream. Fantastic. Always made up that mad. But Keita is finally in our red shirt. Same here. So I love this. Don't you love that all Liverpool supporters just have this image in our heads that Naby Keita is just this absolute psycho? I don't know. I don't think he is. For me, I don't think he's a psycho. I don't think he's as dirty as what people say. I've watched a lot of him. He likes to get stuck in, but I don't think he's that dirty. He's a small lad, isn't he? So I think sometimes where he has to maybe, you know, throw his weight around a bit, referees flag him for quite a bit, but I think we need that. I don't think Naby Keita is going to come in, you know, and fully clothesline a player or something like that at Liverpool. But I see a lot of Liverpool supporters like, yes, we got someone that's going to come in, he's going to drop kick one of the Man United players to the face. I really don't see that happening, but it's hilarious to see the comments though. Owen says Van Dijk plays the league and Champions League and rested in the cup games. Yeah, I mean, I quite see that, especially early on in the cup games anyway. Early stages of the cups, probably will be the case, won't it? Lubet says I would sign Lenglet from Seville. As his buyout is just 31 million, or we get Manolas for just 32 million. Yeah, Manolas is a quality player. I highly rate him. I think that Liverpool could go in there for him, but I have this feeling that we're just not going to sign a player like that this window, and I hate it because I really want it. It was one of the areas that I said that Liverpool need to sign this window at the beginning, leading up to it. If any of you guys have been watching my streams back then, which a lot of you have, you will know that I kept saying it. Liverpool need to sign. And I just, as it's going on, I'm like, I don't think we're going to. I don't know why, I just got this feeling. Craig says Daza, it is working for Dejan. Apart from his solitary lapse at home to Roma, he's been solid. Yeah, I think it's a confidence thing. Would you agree with that, Craig? It's got to be a confidence thing with Lovren. He took a lot of stick from Liverpool supporters, didn't he? And then now I think he feels like he's got the Liverpool support again. He's playing a lot better, and when he gets cheered by the Liverpool fans, you see that it boosts him and it keeps his levels of play higher. So I'm all up for, you know, when I'm at Anfield or I'm at the games, I'll bloody sing his name. You know, I'll be up there chanting Lovren, even if I'm on my own. I've been very critical of Lovren in the past. Some of you guys know, back when I first started my channel and that, I've had pictures of Lovren with dildos on his head and everything on my live streams, where I really did not like Lovren as a centre back because of mistakes that he made. But I'm one of the main people that you will ever see on YouTube or anything. If a player deserves respect and, you know, changes things around, or if I say something bad about someone and they prove me wrong, I will hold my hands up. And Lovren, the only thing that he has to prove to me further is that he can consistently do it. But like you say, his confidence levels are sky high. He's playing a lot better. I'm very, very happy for the lad. I really am. The Kilt, it says he's got a friend in Salah. He has. There's a good little bromance there, isn't there? They love it. I love watching him too on social media. They do make me laugh. We could do with another Tommy Smith in the side, so I think Keita will do just fine. Yes. David says, what is your viewpoint on Salah? David, do you mean like the latest with Salah? There's a few different things going about with Salah. It depends on what you mean. Is it the political thing, him quitting the national team? Is that all true? Is he going to be as good next year? I'm going to avoid the political side of things because as a football channel, I'm like, it's all about football and stuff like that. I feel for Salah, I feel for the national team, I feel for all that side of it, and I think that Salah will bounce back from whatever he's going through. And I think that we'll have a quality player again next year. I felt really sorry for him with his injury. But yeah, as far as all the politics and stuff, I see people commenting on all that, and I think, look, I'm just a football channel, so I won't delve into all the politics side of it and act like some people do. But each their own, isn't it? And that, but yeah, I just hope that he does come back from it in the sense of next year. Hopefully, kickstart the season off fully firing like what he was last year. I'll be made up for him if he does that, and I think he will. I don't think he'll let all this get to him like people are suggesting. By Croatia's keeper will sort Lovren out, says Leighton. Yeah, Maverick Lovren has more lives than a Wirral cat. God bless him. Yeah, I like the way you put that. He has. He actually, if you think about it, I remember coming on, it's like I've done one live stream where I've been like, oh my God, I absolutely hate Lovren. He made this mistake and I remember doing a live stream not long after and going, oh my God, like Lovren, what a game he's had. And I did this quite a lot. There was a very much a spell where I did this a lot. And then more recently, you've noticed that I don't have bad words to say about Lovren. I only ever say about the consistency thing. But, you know, if he carries on the way he is, then the consistency thing will go, won't it? You know. Christopher says, really impressed with Lovren in the World Cup. Yeah, a lot of people are, mate. A lot of people are. A lot of people have said to me about, I haven't watched him play in the World Cup, but a lot of people are saying he's been fantastic. Everyone was saying he was fantastic in the Champions League final. He was really good towards the end of the season. I made up for him. But I think it's needed as well. I think it's needed for Liverpool that Lovren finds form like this as well, isn't it? Kem says, would you want Godin at Liverpool? A couple of people have asked me this recently, Kem. A couple of people have said to me, would I take him? I would. I'd take him at Liverpool. He's a good player, so yeah, I would. I know why people have said no, but I would take him. Craig, Dyke has raised the bar and Lovren has grown. Dyke is world class and it makes it easier for all our backline. Dazza, I agree, Lovren is more confident in his position. Yeah, that's what I think it comes down to. I think with his confidence growing, I think with Van Dijk coming in, the other players around him have got confident. I think as well with Robertson playing at left back, it's plugged up a gap there that was heavily left open by Moreno. As I always say, Moreno likes to bomb up the wing and then go for a 3-course meal and leave the rest of the defenders to get on with the defending side of the game. So yeah, I think all of it's got a part to play. And I think if you add a keeper that gives the back line some more reassurance as well, I think that would make Lovren even better. So I'm not too worried in the department there. I think Lovren should hopefully grow from strength to strength, but I still would have liked to see Liverpool sign a centre back in this window. But then I guess you look at what would that do for Gomez? Would have had to go out on loan? Would we have kept him? You know, a lot of people are still on the bandwagon of Gomez. He's still too young. He needs game time to improve. But on the other hand, he's not ready to play at centre back for Liverpool yet. He's not good enough positionally. People don't like that. People's words are Gomez can't head a ball and stuff like that. Oh, I've seen so many different opinions on Gomez. It's funny. Do you think we need a new keeper? Says David. Yes, I do. My overall look on it is we need a new keeper because I think the moment any of our 3 keepers that we've got makes a mistake, or they're going to be that nervous of making a mistake, they will make mistakes. And I think it would be a massive mistake from Liverpool Football Club if they don't sign a keeper in this window. I don't see Liverpool going out and spending 80 million on a goalkeeper this window. I'm not one of them that thinks that will happen, but I think that we do need to sign a quality keeper because the fans are going to be on the edge of their seats. I think the players at the club as well are going to be looking at the goalkeeper, waiting are they going to make mistakes when it gets to finals, when it gets to important games, when it gets to the ends of the games? We're 1 goal up. We need the 3 points. You know, the players, the nerves might start creeping in. The other team starting to whip crosses into the box. They're getting corners. Is Karius very good at coming out and collecting the ball? Is Mignolet? No. Danny Ward just hasn't been given the time. I would have liked to see Danny Ward get given game time at Liverpool, but he hasn't been. So I would like to see Liverpool sign a quality keeper that is very commanding in the area, because I think if any keeper that comes into Liverpool can command his box really well, I think that will help Liverpool get 3 points a lot more next year. You know, you need good shot stoppers, you need top quality keepers, but I think Liverpool need a big goalkeeper, a taller goalkeeper, someone that can come out and comfortably catch a ball from crosses. That's where we've lacked, and that could also come down to the goalkeeping coach, which everyone is saying, is it not about time that Liverpool look at the goalkeeping coach? It's a very valid point, because Liverpool's goalkeepers still struggle to catch crosses in the Premier League. It's a massive, massive point that we need to look at. The Raptor says, Daz, we won't get a quality keeper for less than a fortune. It has to be done, or we just end up with another keeper that ain't proven. I fully agree. I do fully agree, the Raptor. I do, mate. Like I say, I know full well that Liverpool is not going to pay 80 million on a goalkeeper, because if they was, I think it would have been done before the World Cup, so it was done and dusted. We were Kwame over Roma's thing. We know that Alisson was apparently Liverpool's #1 target, but we wasn't willing to pay what Roma wanted, which apparently is around the 80 million mark. Oblak's got a release clause of 88 million. I think we would have seen more in a way or shape or form of that getting closer, or something coming out in a way of proof that Liverpool was in for him. That was all just rumours, and I never fully believed that Liverpool was in for Oblak yet. Anyway, but yeah, I think we will sign a goalkeeper that I think we're all going to sit there and go, are they any better than what we've got? But I think the problem we've got is the keepers that we've got at the club, none of them are confident. So you've got to bring in another keeper that's got a fresh start at Liverpool. That's probably what I think will happen. As much as I would like to go out and spend a massive amount on top goalkeeper and bring in a world beater of a goalkeeper, because I'm sick of worrying about the keeper, I think the main thing that I think Liverpool will be looking to do is bring in a fresh goalkeeper that doesn't have, you know, all this stress and worry over them from what's gone on in the past at Liverpool with the keeping position. Maybe anyway. What about Donnarumma? Says David. Yeah, a lot of people bring him up and his name keeps coming up. I said my only thing to do with him was that he apparently was approached by Liverpool and he turned us down, or he knocked us back or something was the rumour, but it was only a rumour. I never saw any evidence to it, but apparently his agent was not very happy about it. Apparently his agent wasn't very happy that he didn't entertain Liverpool. So if that's true, then I don't like that he's a bit big-headed. You know, Richie saying we should have got Rui Patricio. Yeah, a lot of people said about him, Richie. I agree. I think he was a good option. I think we're signing Silisson, says Mark. Yeah, Mark, to be honest with you, he's the keeper that seems to be popping up on everyone that messages me at the moment over transfers and links and stuff, and they're saying, Daz, I think we need to keep an eye on Silisson because that seems to be hotting up. And so yeah, I always say to everyone, look, just believe what you want to believe. I always look for evidence. I still yet haven't seen much evidence about this keeper to say that yes, Liverpool are going to go and sign him or whatever, but a lot of people seem to believe that this Barcelona keeper could be the one that we end up landing. So yeah, I looked at him and he reminds me so much of Karius before we signed him, so I was like, I don't know whether I'm convinced. But if Liverpool don't spend 80 million on a goalkeeper, it's going to be this Silisson, or it's going to be someone around that area, isn't it, of goalkeeper. David says, thanks. You're very welcome, David. You're very welcome, my friend. Maverick, I refuse to believe that we can't get better than 4 million Carrius goalkeeper. So we have to spend 80 million. Makes no sense. I think this is a thing. Hi, Dad says, lol. Hello, my friend. Yeah, I think this is a thing, Mav. I think everyone's got it in their head that it's Oblak, Alisson, or it's no one. it's like, I get that people want Alisson or Oblak, but there's a lot of keepers out there, and I think the way I'm looking at it, and I don't know whether you agree with me, Maverick, but just to have a keeper come in that hasn't got the Champions League final over his head, hasn't got any of the past, who's our number one out of Mignolet and Carrius mistakes at Liverpool. It's about bringing in a keeper with a fresh start, a clean slate, that are going to be comfortable. They can play Liverpool's way, so they got to be confident with the ball at their feet. And they've got to be able to command that area, because one of Liverpool's weaknesses is from set pieces. It has been for a long time. We've got better at defending it, but if you've got a keeper that can come out and command the area, that will go a long way for Liverpool. It will help us gain 3 points when we keep dropping them to get draws. It will help us turn draws into wins. So if we do that, there's plenty of keepers out there that I think Liverpool could target to do that. The Kilter says, Lovren Kalisic, is that? Check him out. Oh, Lovren Kalinic. I'll have to have a look at him, Kilted. I'll have to have a look at him. Richie says, Daz is much less bald than the Anfield Agenda guy, and you get the nice view of his kitchen. Oh, yeah, do you watch Anfield Agenda, do you? Yeah, Craig. He's a good lad, he is. I like Craig. I work with them guys, don't I? Yeah, and you see my kitchen in the background as well. A lot of people ask me about the kitchen. I don't know what the fascination is. People are always like, what's with the kitchen in the background? I think people think like, you get the green screens, you get the background. Some people have like offices in the background and all that, and Anfield Stadium and pitches and things. And there's me, I've got my kitchen. It's just because I'm on YouTube. I'm just a normal person. It's just my kitchen. That's where all the cooking is done. The Croatian keeper. Yeah. I look him up, Kilted. I look him up. I really do think there's more keepers out there than what people are thinking. But I think people have just got it in their head that Liverpool need to spend 80-90 million on a goalkeeper. There's a lot of keepers out there that I think could come in and do a job. I said it about Pope, but a lot of people was like, Pope's crap. Pope's only had one good season. But I just think we need a clean slate with goalkeepers. I really do. And I would love to sign Oblak because he's my favourite keeper in the world. So I'm not sitting here saying I wouldn't like to sign a top goalkeeper. I'm just saying I just don't see Liverpool actually spending 80 million plus on a goalkeeper, because I think they would have done it by now before the World Cup. We've decided to unload Miggers at the car boat sale earlier on any agenda. People seem to forget about Brewster for this season. Brewster obviously should be coming in. He will get his chance this year, hopefully. Obviously signing a professional contract as well. He's going to be given some assurances, isn't he? So I'm looking forward to seeing what Brewster can do. Obviously you got Wilson as well, and Origi. Both them two have got pre-season, but I think Brewster's the one that you saw how highly Liverpool regard him. So I'm very interested to see what he could do with Liverpool next year. Ois says, Daz never change a kitchen, even if you end up with 10 million subs. Really, Ois? Is it that important to you guys that you want my kitchen to stay? Doing like interviews, get like, Robbie Fowler or Saint Rand. I'll be like, today in Liverpool's, on the bench LFC with me is Robbie Fowler in the kitchen. Robbie, make us an egg sarnie, bro. Gordon Ramsay's kitchen's got nothing on yours, Daz. Yeah. He swears a lot more than me though, doesn't he, well, I curb my swearing for the youngsters, or for any of you guys that have got kids that may be in the background when you're watching the videos or the streams or whatever. I try not to swear too much because I've got a son of my own, so I know what a few people said, oh, I love your content, but I didn't appreciate when you saw or whatever. So I try not to swear too much, don't I, guys? The Raptor says, Anthony's ball, it ain't going to happen. We could buy 2 keepers for that money. Richie, hopefully when he gets 10k, he won't go like the Mark Goldbridge guy on United Stand with all the stupid screens in the background, lol. Me, go like him. Do you know, I didn't know he was until recently. People started sending me all of his stuff and everything. It's funny because someone pointed out over this Fabinho stuff, I think it was, he like absolutely loved him, didn't he? And so yeah, that was funny. But yeah, I've got green screen. I've done green screen and stuff before, guys, and I've had the green screen stuff in the film. But yeah, I like my stuff to stay like quite down to earth, to be honest. I like it down to earth. I've made all my stuff that you see around the screen and everything, but I'm just a Liverpool supporter, ain't I? It's nothing different about me. I don't know what he's got in his backgrounds and everything like that with all the screens and everything. If he's got loads of different computers and that guy, and I've just got an old computer I'm running on mine, to be honest. Don't ask Robbie round, he's a greedy. Yeah, actually, I've been gaining a few pounds recently. It's stress. Call it stress, guys. I've been stress eating. Lots of egg sandwiches. Always keep it simple, Daz. Kitchen-wise, Ramsey will be going into hiding. Yeah. What's for supper? Says Imtiaz. I don't know what's in the cupboards at the moment. The missus wants to go shopping tomorrow, so probably not a lot, guys. Probably not a lot. She said to me, because I've been really busy lately, she was like, we need to go shopping tomorrow. So I was like, oh, that means there's nothing in the cupboards for me to pick at when I get off the stream later. We really do appreciate you keeping a clean show, Daz, unlike the others. It is good to know. It is good to know because, you know, it is something I have to try, because when I'm around with mates and that, obviously it's natural to swear, and especially on a football channel and everything. On the late night shows, I think the odd swear words and that creep out. And when I watch the matches, if I ever do live streams in the future, when the season kicks back off, guys, and I go live for the matches, just a heads up, all right, I'll put on it uncensored. You'll have to bear with me on them ones, because especially if Liverpool lose, them ones do have swear words in, because I can't help it. I'm passionate, but for these live streams now, I do try hard. Like you just said there, Kilted. So I appreciate that you guys appreciate it. I appreciate the appreciates. But yeah, I made that decision a while ago, didn't I, to try and do it that and keep it clean. So it will continue that way, in that vein, apart from match days, because I can't help that. Still, he would be a good number 10 to get. Hey, Daz, how good is Bobby Duncan, says Sandy. You're right, Sandy, welcome to the stream, my friend. Apparently he's really good. I'll be honest with you, Sandy, I haven't watched him myself, but apparently he's a very talented player. He didn't play for a year, and he still got selected for his national, for England. So everyone's like, yes, he's like very, very good. From Man City, from their academy. So yeah, and apparently Liverpool beat a lot of other top clubs to sign him. Steven Gerrard's cousin as well. Got a good gene pool there. Not that it really means much, does it? Let's be honest. But he sounds like he's a good player, mate. He's only just turned 17, so I don't think he's going to be someone that we see within the next couple of years. But you've got the likes of Brewster Wilson going to be hopefully pushing into the first team. You've got Trent that's pushing into the first team. Or, well, Trent is in the first team, pushing. He's well pushed into the first team, isn't he? So yeah, he's going to come in and play with a youth setup. So yeah, highly thought after. Good signing, hopefully, for Liverpool's youth setup. Does I think you'll have to change the channel to In the Kitchen? On the bench in the kitchen. Yeah, I might have to. I think a lot of people actually know me for the kitchen in the background now. You know, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird what people actually get to know you for. You know, if ever I do a green screen, I'll have to put like a fake kitchen in the background just to keep people happy. Renault says, do a segment called "If You Can't Handle the Heat, Get Out the Kitchen, Daz." Renault, this is actually good. That's really funny, but this is good. I could do like, I've been thinking I need to start creating, when the season kicks off again, those of you that are new to the channel, basically, like, I do have different shows with different names, and I was thinking of new shows and what I can call them. So maybe I'll do one like in the kitchen or something like that, because you guys will know what it is then. You know that some people have talking reds and different topics and different show names, so we could have like talking in the kitchen, whatever. That was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? But I'm not the best, all right, guys, especially not this time in the morning. But we'll figure something out between us, won't we? Eh? Maybe I'll do a poll on the Facebook group or something. Jim Sheep, hello, my friend. How are you? He says, get Gordon Ramsay on Kitchen Nightmares, trying to get Gordon to curb the F word. Yeah. I'll sit there and I'll just be like, Gordon, if you could do 2 minutes without saying the F word, then, he wouldn't win anyway, would he? Let's face it. I don't think that bloke can go 30 seconds without saying the F word, can he? Thomas says, would you still take a chance on Fekir with everything that's happened? Yes, I think so. Thomas. I think he's a very talented player, and I think if Liverpool's got the right squad depth, I think with a rotation, I think Liverpool could do a good deal there and get him. And I think he'd be worth it. I really do. A lot of people worry about, whether he could play Jurgen Klopp's way, but I think, like I said, Liverpool actually don't have to do a lot of pressing when we've got the possession in these games. Liverpool can play a lot of these games where we have a lot of possession, and Fekir will fit into that. And Fekir does play on the front foot quite a bit as well, and he's quite good at pressing. So I can see it being all right. I really do. Ant says, ooh, Daz, that's your money gone. Mrs. going shopping. Yeah, definitely, Ant. I know that one. The new thing now, though, is because it's been really hot, my son absolutely loves ice creams. So it's the amount of ice creams we can fit in a freezer at the moment. That's the main thing. Every time we go shopping, it's like boxes of ice creams. And my missus is like, they're for Riley. And I'm like, they're not all for Riley, are they? Just joining what my miss, says Colin. Welcome to the stream, Colin. Not much, mate. Liverpool have signed young England striker Bobby Duncan, Steven Gerrard's cousin, just turned 17. It's not someone that's going to be in the first team, but highly sought after. And I was just talking about Naby Keita obviously being in Liverpool kit now, seeing the videos of him, seeing the interviews, how excited we are. Just, talking in general about how excited we are for Liverpool next season, how Naby Keita would affect the team, how we expect Liverpool to set up next year, and then just talking about Liverpool in general. This stream, it's been nice. It's been really laid back. It's been lovely. But if you've got any questions or whatever, feel free to put it in a live chat. It's just mainly been a catch up from this week, talking to you guys. Carrots, says the Raptor. Yeah. Thomas just stuck on shut. Carrots. Sorry, I think I'll get the giggles when I get tired, guys. Price has reportedly risen to 50 million euros. Yeah, probably. Sounds about right. Squiz says, your kitchen is part of the appeal, Daz. It probably is, Squiz. It probably is now. People like tune in when I haven't got my kitchen in the background. They're like, oh, sod this, I'm tuning out. I mean, I want to see what he's got in the kitchen today. Like, what's going on? What I might do is I might say to my missus, start leaving things out on the kitchen side, see if we can play guess what's cooking. Thomas Oliver Amang, says Ferno. Bobby Duncan, Gerrard cousin. Yes, and yes. Thomas Anderson. Hello, my friend. Daz, we all love you. You're a quality guy. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you very much. I love all of you as well. You're all legends. Seriously, I've missed doing my daily live streams now this week. Like I say, you guys say I don't have to apologise or whatever, but I always apologise because I love talking to you guys every single day, and I haven't been able to be on top of everything like I normally am. But it's been a bit slow, innit, because of the World Cup. I can't wait for the season's kick off. I really can't wait to do live streams while the games are on, match reactions. Oh, that's what I love, guys. I actually hate transfers. Hate them. Hate transfer windows. It bores me. Rumours bore me. You guys seem to love it, but I don't like it. Richie says, I was hoping a great keeper would emerge at the World Cup, but not seen anyone playing well yet. That's actually a good point. Has anyone seen a keeper that has really stood out? Obviously, Richie's like, nah, no one stood out. But anyone else? A few people have said about Croatia's keeper. Some others have popped up, is what a few people have said in tonight's stream anyway. All Red Share Daz content, fantastic. Need sharing up the Reds. Thank you very much, Ant. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're watching it and you haven't left a thumbs up on it or whatever, I always appreciate the thumbs up. Leave the thumbs. It's much appreciated, guys, and if you share it and stuff like that, then it all helps the channel, doesn't it, I guess. But I love talking to you guys. I love talking about Liverpool. That's the main thing. That's why I want the season to kickstart again. It's so boring when Liverpool aren't playing and it's the World Cup and Germany getting kicked out. Boo-hoo. Bore off Germany. I'm actually really glad that they got kicked out though. Like, I know people that are from Germany will be upset, but obviously being English, it's like, yes. Does your kitchen always look so clean and you must have a Mexican cleaning lady, says Lupa. A Mexican cleaning lady? Well, Mrs. is not Mexican though. But yeah, my kitchen does always look clean actually. I guess we do keep the place quite clean, actually. Considering we've got a son less than 2 years old, I think we do quite well. I do think we stay on top of the place, even though he tries to make it hard. I'm not going to lie. Every time we clean something, normally Riley just trashes it. I walk around picking up his toys, and I think, there you go, I've just cleaned this room. I turn around, it's all a mess. That's having kids though, isn't it? Oisk says, I'm going off now, guys. Got to get up early tomorrow. Good night, Daz. Good night, everyone. Take care, Oisk. Thank you for joining me as always, buddy. It's good to have you on the stream tonight. Oh dear, the White Warrior. Why is the kitchen not painted red, Daz? Yes, with the white cupboards. That would be absolutely beautiful. We had a red kitchen before. Why? We just recently moved. We've only just really moved in here, so everything's neutral. But my kitchen before was deep red walls and the white kitchen. So yeah, for anyone that remembers back in the day, you'll remember my old kitchen, some of my videos, you'll remember the red. So yeah, it will probably end up that colour again, mate. But yeah, I absolutely love that look. So yeah, no doubt it will end up that if the missus lets me. I keep trying to tell her that I want like some You'll Never Walk Alone stickers on the wall and things like that, because everyone always goes, oh, you should have like some scarves up and that in the background. I've got like my Liverpool scarves and that, like here, look. But yeah, my missus is like, no, this is my front room and that. She's like, I don't want stuff like that. You can put your green screen on and have your Liverpool stuff up. Jan Sommer has been pretty good, says Mikey. Yeah, a couple of people have said about him to me. Is he like been really, really good then, Mikey? You've just said pretty good, but I'll have to have a look, see if there's any clips of him to have a check myself. The Korean keeper, says Christopher. Is there anyone else? Look, South Korean keeper has been good there, says Mark. So look, it seems to be the same keepers then that you guys are coming up with. Germany out, lost hope in a World Cup. Time, please fly. Yeah, don't worry, because England, I'm meant to be patriotic. I'm meant to be like, yes, England all the way, God save our Queen and all that. And I'm like, are England going to win a World Cup? No, probably not. I watched Brazil though, and I listened to the commentators saying, oh, Brazil, they're not that good, are they? They're not that good. I haven't watched a lot of the games, but to be honest, I don't see one of the top teams winning it this year. I really don't. I see it being one of the underdogs. The only keeper we will buy is a groundskeeper, says Jim. Yeah. Get those white lines out there, mate. Put them flags in there. Yeah, I can see it. Ravi the Anfield rap top content. The Raptor keepers only get a chance to be assessed when they're a lot to do, and the best teams tend not to have keepers who have a lot to do. A bit ironic, ain't it? It is. It really is. That's the trouble, isn't it, I guess? So a lot of people were saying about Karius, weren't they? They was like, Karius really improved towards the end of last season. I was like, yeah, but what did Karius have to do? He didn't have to do much because Liverpool improved defensively, didn't we? Felt like I've been watching Anfield Agenda and we've been discussing about how we should do Ings plus like 20 million for Lascelles. Yeah, I just don't see Lascelles going to leave Newcastle. But if Newcastle want Ings, then I would try and make a deal happen there because I like Lascelles. But yeah, I saw the link with Lascelles. I mean, I did a video on it, didn't I? I did a live stream and straight away Lascelles come out and pretty much announced to the world how much he loved Newcastle and is going to be staying. So I was like, okay, I don't think Lascelles is going to come to Liverpool this window, but hopefully in the near future Lascelles would come to Liverpool because I like him. Is this your main job, Daz? Says Joey. No, this ain't a job at all, mate. That's the trouble. A lot of people like have been going mad at me over the last week and been going like proper going to me, Daz, what's going on? Why aren't you daily streaming and stuff? It's because it's not my job. Like, I've got a proper job. You know what I mean? This is just a hobby that I do around work and around personal life and things like that. Yeah, I would love for this to become a job one day. But it would have to, start to pay money. I'm actually, with all my giveaways I do and all the content, that I've had to purchase and everything, I'm in debt. So, yeah, it's not, anyone that wants to get into YouTube, I guess you could do it a cheap way, but all the lighting, all the equipment, everything that I've bought for YouTube, the giveaways that I've done, every time I earn a bit of money from YouTube, I spend it on doing giveaways for my subscribers or, the lighting setup, the cameras, the mics, everything. It's always improving the channel, so it doesn't pay. Do you see what I'm saying? So you still have to have a job, and yeah, that's been a problem this week. At the moment, I'm massively busy with my main job, so this is just a little hobby, really, talking to other Liverpool supporters. It started by talking to Liverpool supporters and getting opinions on Liverpool. I mean, it turned into me updating Liverpool supporters on everything Liverpool related, and finding out what everyone thinks on everything as well, which I like doing that. But yeah, it's cool. I really enjoy it, and one day maybe it would become a job, but I think we're a long way off that yet. What do you think about the Mexican keeper? Is that in tears? I think you're saying about that. I don't know. He was rated, wasn't he, quite highly before, but I'm not too sure what I think of him. I said I haven't watched a lot of the World Cup this time, guys, so I don't know how he's been forming. Dad's hiding stuff in the cupboards, claiming tidied. Yes. Yeah, before I go on live stream, guys, everything in the camera shot is just like thrown out of the way. Yeah, it's fully clean. Don't worry about it, guys. Maverick, Dad/guys, how many heads will fall off if Karius is number one keeper next season? A lot, Mav. I'm practicing my full head swivel. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, if Karius ends up being Liverpool's number one goalkeeper next year, I back him because he's Liverpool's goalkeeper, and I think the worst thing that we can do is get on his case, but I don't want that to happen. I really don't. I think Liverpool will be stupid if that happens, but Liverpool and Klopp will do what they think is best, and if Karius is goalkeeper next year, then there's nothing we can do about it, is there? So we just have to support him. He's a Liverpool player, and that's what we do. But I don't know whether that happens yet. Fernando says, I've got a baby brother. I feel your pain with cleaning sometimes. Yeah, it is a pain, isn't it? Rabbi says, I know you bother to greet, but cheers, Daz. I know you bother to greet, but cheers, Daz. Sorry, mate, a bit confused, but I think you're saying about the greet, but you're saying cheers or whatever. But yeah, you're welcome if you're saying thank you to me for saying Ravi. But I hope you're good anyway, Rav. Mate, it's good to speak to you again. Richie, have been loving the World Cup. So many last minute goals, so much drama, lots of players playing well. Just wish Brazil would play Bobby more. Richie, this is the thing. Why are Brazil not playing Bobby? Because I think if Brazil played Bobby, they would be the team that I think could win it. I watched them today and I thought, wow, if Bobby was up there, he would just make it click. I think Neymar is just one greedy bugger that just wants to get on TV all the time, wants to get the headlines, doesn't he? You saw how badly he wanted to get a goal at the end, and I just thought, if you had Bobby on that team, you know, Bobby would create the space for you to score, Neymar. But you ain't got Bobby in the team. He's not on the pitch, so it's not going to happen. And Bobby would have scored as well today, I think. But nope. Jesus just standing offside all the time and looking for fouls. Yeah, all he was doing was diving today. Even a ref looked at him at one point and was like, what are you doing? Knockout starts Sunday, so they will fly by. Yeah, it will go really quick now, guys. It will go very, very fast. Mikey says, I haven't watched much of him, to be honest, or when I haven't been watching him. But today, Summer looked really composed on the ball when playing out from the back. That's one key trait that Liverpool need, isn't it? So I will have a look, see what I make of him. But yeah, like I say, obviously not being able to watch much of it, that's why I'm asking you guys who you think it would be good for Liverpool. It's coming home, says Ben. I like that. Yeah, so many people, so many of my mates are like, it's coming. It's coming home. Now with Germany out, it's coming home. England are going to win it. England are going to win it. And I'm like, I would love to sit here and say they're going to win it, but how many times have I looked at England's squad and been like, yeah, we're going to do it. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, we've let us down again. I've heard that not a lot of teams have been playing that great. I've heard that the football, as much as everyone's like this World Cup is amazing, I've heard that no team is really outshining anyone. So in that case, England's got a good chance. But I've never put a lot of money on England winning the World Cup. But I would love it if England won the World Cup. Of course I would. Binary says, why Brazil was not playing Bobby? Why did Sane drop in the Germany team? No idea. Fellaini could always get into UFC. Yeah. Leighton says, Daz Neymar trying to show Real Madrid what they need? Yes. Yeah, and a lot of people are saying Neymar to Real Madrid and then, you know, who to Liverpool. Not that I think that will happen, but yeah, the rumours are there. I think if they want to do the front three, Firmino should start. And Germany was shocking state as well. Louis, apparently they were terrible, absolutely terrible. I can't believe they're out. It's good because obviously England and Germany always have the banter with it, but it's mad to think that Germany are out. Absolutely crazy. Well, if Ramos hadn't hit Karius in the head, causing concussion, would we be having a discussion about Karius now, considering his stats from January were good compared to Oblak and Alisson? I think the main way I look at it, Mark, for me, I mean, everyone's different over this, but I think if you have a top goalkeeper that you know is a world-class goalkeeper and they have a bad, you know, final or whatever, or they make mistakes, people just go, oh, they had an off game or they had concussion, and that was just what it was. But I was never fully convinced by Karius. I said that Klopp will stick by Karius. I kept saying Karius is obviously progressing. Klopp's going to give him, you know, time to prove it. And then when that happened in the final, I was like, wow, like, you know. But I think what it comes down to, for me, over Karius, is just the sheer fact that his confidence is going to be shot. And I think that he will bounce back from it, but I just don't know whether it'll be too soon to stick with him as number one at Liverpool. That's the main thing for me. And I say it, so many people said to me about Karius and his stats and saying, oh, but he was progressing and, you know, the clean sheets and all this. And I said, yeah, but you point out one game that Liverpool were on the back foot and Karius had to make save after save in a game to really save us. That hasn't happened to Liverpool in a long time. So this is what I say. I don't think Liverpool generally need a world beater of a keeper, but because we don't actually have games where the keeper has to pull off like 10 world-class saves in a game. But at the same time, you need a certain keeper, someone that is confident, you know, at commanding the area and good with their feet as well. And it would have helped win it in the final if he wasn't concussed. That was a big thing. I still can't believe that Ramos didn't apologise. What a dick. You know, Lubak's, look, Karius was getting away with some sloppy mistakes and looked shaky under pressure. Yeah, the signs were there. It wasn't just a final for me. I know a lot of people are like that, but I just said, I think if you stick with him, the fans are all going to be like, on the edge of their seat. I think he's going to be like, if I make one mistake, he's going to be nervous already. I think that's what it is. I just think Liverpool need to really consider, you know, a new goalkeeper, because Mignolet and Karius have had this battle and it's not worked out for either of them. So that's where my head is at for it. They just played rubbish teams, same like Russia, until they played Uruguay. Belgium will win at least by 2-0. Oh, Mike says, so happy to see Naby Keita training in a red shirt today. Yeah, same Mike. He's a better version of Thiago. Yeah, here's the answer to parking bus teams. Hope so, Mike. Hope so. You know, a player that can, a lot of ability. I'm so excited about him coming to Liverpool. He can score. He's going to bring goals from midfield. He's got bags of ability. He's very good at defending as well in midfield. Amazing. Germany are poor, so all the players not worth a carrots. Says Raptor. Richie, we need secret agent Bobby to get Coutinho. Yeah. If Klopp sticks with Karius, he will get slaughtered by the gutter press. Yeah. You know, someone said it to me. I think it was the Kilted said to me the other day. It's not just our fans that would get on the back of the keeper, but it's opposition fans as well. The keeper will be under a lot of pressure. A lot. Pre-season training starts next week, right? Yes, it's upon us. It's very much upon us. Keita literally requested to start his fitness training early. He was meant to start on the 2nd of July, so yeah, it just shows you how good Keita is as well, that he wanted to start that sooner as well. Right, guys, I've just noticed what the time is. I'm going to have to get off. I've been randomly just waffling on about Liverpool Football Club, which is amazing, but I've got to get up again early in the morning, so it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to everyone that's joined me in the live stream. We spoke about Naby Keita, we spoke about the new signing, Bobby Duncan, we spoke about a lot of stuff Liverpool related, we spoke about the World Cup as well, which is pretty good for me because I haven't watched a lot of the World Cup, so, you know, I'm impressed by that. I avoid a lot of the World Cup talk. We've even spoke about my kitchen, you know, in this live stream, which is good. And we spoke about carrots for some reason as well. Look, Lubac carrot cake. So we are talking about carrots as well here. So yeah, anything happens on the bench, LFC guys. Great show, says Lubac. Thank you very much. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the stream, guys, and you haven't yet, leave a thumbs up on it for me. It's muchly appreciated to anyone that's watching it. And to anyone that joined in, thank you for doing so, all right? It's been a pleasure talking to all of you. And for anyone that wasn't able to join it live, but you've watched it back, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you made of anything that we spoke about. If there's anything that you want to ask me as well, leave a comment. My phone should go bring. I should get a little notification telling me that you've left a comment. Okay, so we'll discuss it then. Night, kitchen. Good night, Raptor. Yes. There will be a segment on my channel soon, coming live from the kitchen. Take care, guys. Look, people are still talking about carrots. I'm going to have to end it here because otherwise the carrots are going to take over the world, all right? Naby Keita is a Liverpool player. He's wearing the kit, and the carrots are going to take over the world. Take care, guys. I've been on the bench, LFC. You've all been legends. I will see you in the next one.